Good morning and welcome to another exciting episode of Tea or Coffee on High Impact TV. Of course, we are the first full HD TV station in Nigeria, and it is a beautiful, beautiful Friday. My name is Mudukwe Jacobs, and I have with me in the studio
Uraola Popola. Good morning.
Good morning, dear.
You're beautiful.
You too.
How was your
Thank you. Awesome. How was yours?
Fine, it was good.
Yes. Okay. Now, today we'll be talking about something quite, I wouldn't say controversial, because I'm going to dish out a lot of things about this particular industry.
If you're going to throw shades, you're on your own. I'm not just going to join you.
Okay. We'll be talking about the entertainment industry. And just before I start talking, and I mean really talking, what would you say about the entertainment industry?
Okay, first, my favorite part of the entertainment industry is the music part of the entertainment industry.
Okay.
Why? Because first, I'm a lover of music, so there's a way music appeals to me. So the music sector is something that I really like. I'm usually on the internet to discover the first single for the day.
New songs.
New songs, when this artist drops this one, the beats and all of that you get. I also love movies,
Okay.
yeah. But do you want me to go into the Nollywood? You hear a lot of people saying, no, I don't like watching Nollywood movies. I love to watch Hollywood. Why? Because of
Bollywood.
because of the graphics or video quality.
Okay.
But now you realize that people are actually going to the cinemas to see Nigerian movies.
Yes, true.
And I must say, they are really, like,
They've
we have,
improved
yes, they have.
a great deal.
I'm telling you, they have improved. We've seen creative directors, producers come up together, put heads together and, do something really nice. And now I'm not talking of just the production, I'm even talking of the content.
Exactly.
It is one thing to have a good movie that has nice picture quality, that has creativity,
intact,
sound,
creativity, yes.
everything. And it is another thing. Now, when you look at that movie, what message, what information is it passing across?
Okay.
The content is also another thing you need to look at. And I really must give it to Nollywood. I'm serious.
Yes,
they are doing a great job.
I'm on your side on that one. They've really tried. Like, I see some movies and I'm like, is it a Nigerian? Is it a Nigerian movie? Is it a Nigerian movie? But some things still need to be worked on.
Yes.
Some things need to be worked on. But we'll be talking about some of those things that you need to work on. And not just in the movie aspects, also music.
Even the music videos.
You talked about the music being one of the aspects that you like in the entertainment industry. Now, what gets you in a song? Is it the lyrics? Is it the sound? Is it the sound they call it now? Or the beat? Yes, is it the beat?
My darling,
what?
It is the beat. I mean, no, before you sit down and actually listen to the lyrics of a song,
okay.
For me, I don't know about every other person, but for me, before I listen to the lyrics of a song, the beat has to get my attention. It has to be bing, bing, bing. Do you understand?
Okay.
It has to be something that would get my attention before I'll now think of, okay, let me listen to what he's even saying. I must have been dancing to the beat already. I'm like, okay, what is this guy saying?
I am telling you, you don't even know if they are saying some curse
and there's some kind of songs that I really do anticipate the music video. Like, in my head, I picture how it's going to be like. And you realize that by the time the music video is out, is not even up to the expectation. Yes.
But this conversation is so interesting that someone needs to join us.
Definitely,
to talk about
because
it.
there are some things I'm going to be dishing out, and
I'm
sure you would probably knowing you probably want to, disagree with me, but
or
probably
I might just be on the fence, be on the safe side.
And the person joining us will probably be on my side, and it's going to be 2 against 1.
All the details and all the juicy gist about the entertainment
Obviously,
industry.
as our entertainment reporter, she goes for events. She sees these things. She sees the celebrities. She sees the events, and
she goes through the challenges she faces. Everything. She's
Another thing that actually gets me in the entertainment industry is that people the faces of celebrities. Yes, those are the ones recognized. What about the people that actually come together to put up the videos and the movies out there. Now, the
the
directors, you hardly hear someone say, okay, I saw a movie and the director is, the first thing they will talk about is that the major character,
person that acted
the
in it.
person that acted, and actually the director's producer, without them,
Exactly.
how
There
would
will
you
be
even
no
get to
movie.
know that there's a movie
Yes,
like that, you know? Yes.
So they are the ones we should give thumbs up to, actually. Okay, so let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by our entertainment reporter to give us all the juicy gist about the entertainment industry. Please do stay glued, because we will be right back.
Welcome back. It's still Tea or Coffee on High Impact Television. Like Modupe likely said, the first full HD television station in Nigeria. And we've been talking about the entertainment industry.
Yes.
And we also said that we were going to bring in someone to, you know, join us in the discussion. And she's right here in the studio. I have Omobolade Oladepo. She's our entertainment reporter and also host for Entertainment Hub.
Yes.
How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, guys.
Good
Thank
morning.
you so much.
Thank you. Thank
I'm
you. You look
excited.
beautiful too. Yes.
Thank
yes.
you. You guys look so amazing, and you're doing a very wonderful job. So
Thank you. All right. First, let's talk about Entertainment Hub. You know, you go for events, you see celebrities, you see their lifestyle, you see how they are on the red carpet and all of that. So now tell us more about Entertainment Hub. How do you, you know, go for events, cover them, and
All right, so Entertainment Hub is an entertainment show, but you know, it is different from the norm. That is, I'm bringing you lifestyle, fashion, music, glitz and glamour. You know, I go out and about to show you things that you want to know about your celebrities, but you don't regularly see on shows. So it is about what you want to know about your celebrities and about events. And talking about events, it is a big deal. You know, one of these very big award shows just finished, and you have to bring it when we're talking about events. Well, I know you guys will ask me, so I'm chilling.
You know,
I'm chilling.
do we get to also get scopes of, you know, entertainment gossip on Entertainment Hub?
Yeah, a little bit here and there. There is no way you want to talk about celebrities that you do not give gist now. Let's just have one or two things.
How did I forget the girl with the positive vibe?
You know, you know.
As you can see, the energy here is it's smoky.
Seriously, it's
So
just
bad energy. Please stay far away.
Where should I push it to? Why should I push the energy away?
I don't know, but
ladies.
she just
now
stay far away.
we are talking about the entertainment industry.
All right.
You know, you go for events. You're practically part of the entertainment industry because you cover events. You meet celebrities. I must mention.
I was
Nura
trying to shy away from that.
I wanted to say, come on, we go to
Yes,
this thing
yes,
together.
And Wura, so you're
Yes.
more inclined with how the entertainment industry works. Wura has tried to share a little bit of, you know, what she knows about music and the movie industry. So what do you think the entertainment industry is all about?
All right, so the entertainment industry is not something you can just say in one word or a sentence. It is vast. It covers a lot of things, you know. A lot of things are put in place when we want to talk about entertainment, basically. I mean, we have the music industry, we have the movie industry, we have the comedy industry, we have fashion and lots more. And I mean, if you want to go for a show, you have to plan your outfit. You have to plan the way you're going to, get yourself to the event. You have a team working for you. Your makeup, your hair, your outfit, your shoes, your whole day. In fact, what you would say is definitely planned, because some of these celebrities don't just go out saying anything or talking to anybody. So it takes a whole lot in the entertainment industry. And, talking about the music industry, we can go on and on and on and on.
Another ball game entirely.
It's another ball game entirely. Is it their events, their tours, their shows, their music videos, the people that they meet and how they promote their songs,
and the preparation that goes into it, especially when it comes to live performances.
Yes, live performances.
It takes a lot of energy and practice.
Yeah, and to even add to what Bolade said, your appearance matters a lot. As an entertainment reporter, going for an event, you can't just afford to look anyhow, because
shabby.
you would have to walk up to the celebrity and having an interview with the celebrity on the red carpet. And there's a way your appearance would, get their attention.
Okay.
Now, let me give an example. I'm going for a concert, and then I just wear a jean, a top, and sneakers, and I don't have my makeup on. I pack my hair, and I'm just, okay. Then I walk up to the celebrity looking all beautiful.
Shabby.
Yeah, no, not even that. The celebrity looking so beautiful with maybe a long dress that has glitters and all of that. And then I walk up to you and say, "Can I have you on the red carpet and interview you?"
And
the way the celebrity we give you.
Okay.
We give you.
No, some of them I actually think that, okay, maybe you're a resource person trying to get them for,
or even a fan. They might just
and then you now
and
then you now get to the red carpet. If they find out that you are even the presenter, the attitude, the vibe they would even give you would not connect. So your appearance is, for me, when I'm going for an event, the first thing that comes to mind is what I am going to wear. And I don't do that by myself, because you can look at yourself and feel that, okay, this is what goes, this is what is nice for you, that is for your own personal self.
But then
another person would say, I'm like, okay, what kind of combination is this? No, why don't you change the hair? Why don't you change
color blocking?
For me, when I'm going for an event, trust me, the whole thing, everyone is contributing. Okay, Wura, you know what? Try this shoe. Wura, no, this color.
Yeah, you're not lying. Actually, she isn't lying at all. When you want to go for an event, you need a team. I emphasize on that. Like, it might not be, okay, sometimes you need a budget too. I was listening to a conversation between some celebrities, and they say they plan their event outfits years. Like they have them lined up, because some of these celebrity stylists are already booked. I don't want to start mentioning names and brands right now, but they are already booked. So you have to plan ahead, because the day of the event you call, all right, so can I have my outfit? I am sorry.
Aside celebrities, normal tailors. When you give them clothes, and then you probably give them like 2 months before, just to sew probably a simple skirt like mine, just to sew this simple skirt.
Hello ma.
And you give them 2 months before, and the next thing, probably a week. And that is what, for me, when I want to even give tailor dress, the first thing I do is that I tell them I'm wearing it, maybe I'm wearing next 2 weeks. I'll tell them I'm wearing this week.
Today.
So that if there's any disappointment, it can be fixed. You understand? And even with that, you will get there like, do you know I forgot? Nigerian tailors generally talk less of, having to now plan for an award.
But we actually do. In as much as it's actually everywhere, in as much as we have the good ones, we have the bad ones. It happens in all sectors and but now let's go into the movie industry. Now, what are they doing wrong? We can't deny the fact that they have, improved over time.
True.
The quality of movies that are being produced these days are very no, use the word alarming, amazing. Because I can't remember the name of the movie I watched, but I was like, is this a Nigerian movie? Like, really? And then we go to the cinemas these days to actually
see Nigerian movies.
Another thing is also the fact that location. Before, it is believed that if you do not travel out to another country to shoot movies, the movie quality. But now, just look at Lekki Bridge alone.
You know, we have to
I
give
know.
thumbs up to our
Yes,
government
yes,
because they're
yes.
actually trying in terms of beautifying, you know, the country, and then we have more places for locations that we can actually use.
Yeah.
And but we can't say it's all perfect. So now, Omobalade, what do you think that the movie industry is still not getting right as regards producing movies?
All right, so first things first, it is so nice that you said they're doing really great because they are. I can remember when we were growing up, everybody would say, oh, I cannot go to the cinema to watch a Nigerian movie. Like, oh, is this and that, oh, is Shawari there, oh, is this one.
True.
Do you understand? But right now, they are doing really good. I mean, all of this movie producers and directors, they've started, you know, perfecting their craft. They're going elsewhere to learn. Most times when they were starting, they were learning on the job, which is also great. But, you know, you need to be a professional at whatever it is that you're doing.
Okay, you know, Shawari there is actually one of the best
no,
movies.
don't get
Talking
it.
of content, I mean,
Don't get it wrong.
That is one movie that is really popular in
movies
Nollywood
are
industry.
top notch. That's why he is always winning awards and stuff. Don't get. I didn't mean it in a derogatory way or something. I love all of his movies. I grew up watching it.
And I must chip this in as much as we are giving thumbs up to the crew, which is the producers, the directors, you know, and all those that are, you know, off the
Behind the
scene,
scenes.
Behind the scenes.
You know, our actors are actually doing amazing jobs because you see the way they interpret scripts or roles, you know, that are being given to them, and you're like, okay. To mention a few, I know any movie that I see, the likes of Adesua Etomi, Iyabo Ojo, Desmond Elliott.
Yeah.
I would
Omoni
definitely,
Oboli,
you know,
Akindele,
actually
all of
watching them, it feels like
lots
yeah,
of them, you know.
watching them, it feels like, you know, it's so easy. It's not just to act a role, but then it goes beyond that.
It goes
before you can interpret a script such that, because I've been in a situation where I'm watching a movie and then it feels so real. At times I even cry. I'm like, okay. And later on, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I am even crying.
You know,
Tears start
running down
flowing.
my eyes.
Because, you know, some of these movies are relatable.
Yeah.
It is our society. They mirror things that we go through in Nigeria. And then you're seeing it. You know, this could have been me. Or this has happened to me. Oh, no. And then you start. And it's really... Okay, talking about what they are doing wrong.
True.
It would look like we're trying to throw shades or something, but you know, we have to talk about these things. When you're talking about the good, definitely the bad is following just right behind it. I feel like the training they're getting sometimes is inadequate. Talking about movie production, cast and crew, especially the crew. I also feel like they have less time in shooting movies. Like sometimes I hear you shoot movies for 10 days. Really? You just got a script like now and
packaged.
It is. And then the editing, the sound, they are trying. I've seen a lot of movies whereby I'm like, is this a Nigerian film? But then I just feel like they should spend more time in learning a lot of production skills and stuff, especially our action movies. No, don't let me go there.
You know,
when you shoot someone at the end and she holds the stomach
that they need to work on. And then you're in the bush.
Tuka. Wait. Let's shoot one.
When they shoot someone in the movie and then there is no blood, but the person is going down.
The one that gets me is you probably shoot in the head and then the person go, oh. The next thing, I'm done.
And then blood start coming out from the nose.
I know, right?
It is. See, it is not easy. I mustn't lie. I've been on sets. I have conversations with some of these people, and I see what they go through. When you're behind the scenes, you understand how these people, how they get into character. It is hard. It is really, really hard. They go. Some of them go out of their comfort zones to do some of the things that they do to get into character. And it is amazing. But you know, they say a job worth doing is worth doing well. Like, okay, let's talk about the editing skills and stuff. I know I don't want to mention the name of the movie or the series right now, but there was a time we saw a movie where a lady was wearing one wig, and then all of a sudden, in the flip second, she was wearing another wig. What?
That's where continuity
comes in. Exactly. Continuity was like, I was like, what? how can you be wearing this wig right now? And then another time you're not wearing this
She went all
same wig.
Cinderella on us.
Although, you know, PR2 comes into place, they mess with us a little bit, but all of these things you must take into cognization that you are producing something that would be in time forever. There's something that they say that the internet never forgets.
True.
I know. It will be there forever, and you must have something to show that, okay, I shot this movie 2018 and it is still good. I don't like doing comparisons because we are not the same people, but look at Titanic.
Okay.
Till tomorrow, you will still want to watch that film.
True.
It has been, I watched it when I was little. Do you understand? And it has been like that for a long time. We have some movies to like Shower Right There. I will still go and see the movie. Maybe after the show, I just can't watch it or
You know,
something.
talking about these movies, even the budget. I mean,
Yes,
do you know,
it's
I
an important
prefer,
part.
yes, it's an important part. I prefer when, you know, I spend a lot and just do a short film. Let me know that I am spending quality money, quality time, everything into that short film. And then I get the best out of it. Than to actually do a lengthy movie and at the end of the day, there's nothing to show for it. And honestly, another thing is that I feel, in my own opinion, I feel that these people actually, the movie industry, directors, producers, the celebrities, the actors, everyone, I feel there's this big risk. I don't know, but for me, I think there's this risk they take. You go, you spend in a lot of money to shoot a movie, and then you're not sure if the movie would actually bring back the money you're spending. Do you understand?
They lose a lot of money.
Because I've seen movies where you spend a lot and then it's not even in the cinemas. People are not even aware. I
think it was recently they started paying so much attention into putting movies into cinemas and doing movie premieres. I know
even festivals also.
Movie festivals. I know 5-6 years ago we didn't really pay attention to movie premieres and stuff, you know. And yeah, they realized that, okay, look at these people out there. They are doing this, and a lot of people turn out. I was at a movie premiere very recently, and the amount of people that came out to support was beautiful. I was surprised. It's a Nigerian movie, and you see a lot of people. They were excited. I was interviewing a lot of them after the movie. They loved it. They wanted to come back on their own to come and see the movie. And I feel like the budget thing is really real because, you know, sometimes they don't make money. Like, for instance, let's say a movie, I'm just saying, a movie marketer, producer, director spend 20 million on a movie. Pay the actors, pay the crew, location, and all of that and all. They probably might not make up to 15 million. Sometimes, and some people actually make more.
More, yes.
I know a lot of movies are making more.
You know, ladies, where does the place of research come into play when it comes to movie production?
That's the content. For me, I feel it's the content. Before you can, you know, sit down, put people together and say, okay, let us achieve this. Let us, you know, put this movie out there. First, you need to research about the kind of society you're in.
Yeah.
The target audience.
Because, yes, your target audience, the kind of people that the movie is meant for. You realize that most of the times now, they use movies actually to project what is happening in the society, to create awareness, you know, in their own little way. Because I've seen movies where they interpret that domestic violence is not something acceptable in society.
True.
I've seen movies where they do awareness for HIV, AIDS, not that you don't stigmatize and all of that.
Yes.
So movies, in a way, can actually be a tool of interpreting what is going on around in your society. And before you can do that, you have to research about what's happening in the society so you do not interpret it wrongly. And and it brings up controversies, you know. So you have to understand what is happening around you. Aside that, research in the sense that you need to look for the right cast that can interpret the role.
Yes.
Because I can't imagine you bringing a 15-year-old person to act as a grandpa. It doesn't. If you like,
you have to get the perfect face, the perfect. Should I say size? Because there's some not true.
Not true, actually.
That you need a slim person to act.
And
you can't
then
bring
you
someone on the big side. You understand? You know, so all these things.
Even in the Hollywood, you know, you find out that there's an an actor that wants to act a particular role and you're needed to slim fit or be of a slim size,
turn down your weight.
they would have you go through exercises or
rigorous training.
yes, for you to actually achieve that size.
Yes.
But then in Nigeria, anyway, I feel we're actually
No,
say.
some of our actors actually go the extra mile to fit, to fit into their roles. Our African actors, not even in Nigeria, our African
Even Ghanaians
yes,
also.
They actually go the extra mile to fit into their character, because I don't know, I've forgotten the name of this particular actress. I think it's Adesua Etomi. She had to lose a lot of weight just to fit into a particular character. And there was one time, I can't remember the name of it, but that person actor actually had to eat a lot
to become plumpy.
It's
very beautiful.
They're actually also trying their best.
We've even collaborations. Talking of collaborations, we had Ghanaian actors, collaborate with Nigerians.
Oh, we have a lot of those right
Talking
now.
of Jackie Appiah, yes,
We have
everywhere coming together.
Ghanaian actors, Kenyan, African actors, even European actors collaborate with us. I'm still going to talk about the budget and the research. The research, what you said is really, really true. I mean, the movie producers, the cast and crew, they need to put a lot of time into research, and that is one of the things that we're lacking in Nigerian movies. Sometimes you just see, the one I really love to see is the doctor scene, where they're in the hospital, and then the doctor comes and be like, so how is your headache? Or sometimes use terms that are not medical.
Yes.
I know, like sometimes I'm like, you have such engines where you can actually check out what you can say. We all know that when we go to the hospital, there is a way the doctor writes.
Yes.
There's a way he speaks. There's a way he addresses you and all. You can't imagine a doctor coming to meet you. Let us say someone in the movie, their family member died. You can't imagine the doctor just comes and be like, so good afternoon, your father have kicked the bucket or something.
Talking about doctors, the recent movie production from High Impact, that's Like Dominoes.
Like Dominoes, yes.
Like Dominoes.
I mean, I was privileged to be at the scene where the doctor, that's Mike Afolarin's mom, that was going through
memory loss.
Memory loss, yes. She was going through memory loss, and she had to go for her normal appointment. I mean, the way the doctor, I think Omawumi Dada acted as the doctor, and the way she interpreted the roles, the terminologies, everything she mentioned.
Accurate. That is where research comes to play. And then I was speaking with one major actor yesterday, and then she talked about research. She's going to be in the movie coming out very soon, and she's playing a lawyer. And she said I had to ask her, are you a lawyer? Sometimes some of these people they studied other things and then they became actors, but she said no, she's not a lawyer. She did her role really amazingly, and she said she had to read and research and talk to a lot of people, attend a lot of court meetings, do a lot of have a lot of conversations with them, and she spent a lot of time. There was no rush because she wanted a perfect job. Because I want to look into I want to see a movie where I am seeing an entrepreneur acting like an entrepreneur. I want to see a doctor making me feel like, is this real or not? Like, did they have to borrow a doctor? I want to see a lawyer, a musician, all of them acting the right way, not somebody that just comes and be like, I don't know.
Ladies, enough of the movie sector of entertainment industry. Like you likely said, we have a movie industry, music sector of the industry, fashion.
We have
been talking about it. We need to also delve into other part like the music industry also. But before we do that, we need to go on a short break. And when we come back, we'll delve more on the entertainment industry. Just stay tuned and we'll be right back.
This is still Tea or Coffee on High Impact TV, and of course, you have been seeing the beautiful faces of myself, Modupe Jacobs, Raola Popola, and Omobolade Oladipo. Yes. And we have been talking about the entertainment industry. We've been dwelling on the movie industry.
Yeah.
And I must say, you know, we were supposed to have a beautiful actress. Why do they even, you know, now use
The
actor?
generally.
Yeah, it's a general term, you know. It's just like the way they say gentlemen of the press.
Okay, so we're supposed to have her on the show today.
Yeah.
But she had to shoot till late in the night.
Yeah.
Late even to the morning.
I have to
Ojo, yes?
speak on our behalf because I was there
Okay.
behind the scenes. They're doing a really amazing job. They were there till like 5 a.m. or there, but I had to leave because, you know, they had to do a lot of things. And she's a producer of the movie coming out very soon on High Impact TV. And she had to make sure everything was on point. Dot the I's, cross the T's. She was also in the movie, but she was also the producer. She was
Who is the
everywhere.
actor we're talking about? Who is the actor and producer we're talking about?
Iyabo Ojo.
Yes, the Iyabo Ojo. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Yeah.
So that's the reason
And
why
you know,
we couldn't
actually
have her
taking the
on show
position
today.
of like you said, she's acting in the movie.
Yeah, and she's also the producer. You know what would have been really hard or really amazing to see is when you're an actor, you're a producer, and you're also a director
Directing.
in the same movie. Like as you're doing, I
can't imagine.
Cut, you're also behind the camera.
Yes.
You're doing this and that.
You're
It's a
probably
whole lot.
acting, and then next thing you go, cut, actors, cut.
I know,
But
right?
really, our actors are doing an amazing job.
They're
Look
trying.
at it now. She can't be here today because she had to shoot you
Into,
early this
I am
morning.
telling you, it
And we
is-
would
it is
not
a
even
whole-
have a celebrity with eye bags, you know,
One
Yes.
coming here
No,
looking
no.
beautiful,
Yes,
radiant, and
Always flashy and stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now ladies, we've been talking about the movie industry. We've talked about the fact that research is important, you know, while you're about to produce
a
your
movie.
Content.
Yes, content.
Production.
We talked about making sure the sound quality is good,
On
making sure
point.
the cast
Is
fit
on
into
point,
the role
the
and everything.
editing, everything.
Yes. So now let's
And
go into
sorry, to add to that, I like the fact that you know, shows and awards have been put in place to actually encourage
Oh,
them.
yes.
And now,
True.
like we
Yes.
had one recently, I think like last week.
last week.
we had an award show whereby it wasn't just the actors the awards were dedicated to. We also had the sound people get awards.
Pictures,
lighting,
director,
makeup.
cinematography.
Yes,
all of
getting
them.
awards also. And I think that would also help and encourage them to
Yeah,
do
you know,
more.
one thing that sometimes can be very painful is the fact that the only people you see are the faces of the show, are the faces of the movies, and all. You
You're
don't
right.
see the ones that have done all the running arounds to make it
make the
possible.
movie,
You don't
yes.
see the director.
Success.
You don't see the producer, the cinematographer. You don't see anybody.
And
You
award
don't
nights
see
like that
the
help
pic-
the work they've
you
done.
don't see Incy Flawless.
Okay. All right. So that's all, you know, we should
About the
actually-
movie.
So I want
segments
us to
of
move
internet
into
industry.
the music industry because there is a lot of drama. True, because there is a lot of drama going on in the music industry.
Oh,
because,
yes.
you know, now they. I told you I was going to talk.
I want to drop my cup of
I told
tea
you I was going
to listen
talk
to this.
because I do not like the idea that, you know, our artists are making it seem like it is now a norm to have baby mamas and baby papas. Yes.
Shaker of table. Can you move?
I
Can you
know
move
a
your
lot of
table?
people- I know a lot
Shaker
of
of
people
table.
are on this table, but see, we have young people that are looking up to these artists that want to be like you. So I feel that we should, not we, I'm not an artist, but artists should, you know, set the pace, be good role models. Aside, even in quality of the music they produce these days, we see words that we are not even supposed
Lewd
to see.
lyrics. You see a lot of things that you're
And then
not meant to
even
see.
playing the
videos.
music videos, you need to, not just music videos, even the song itself. You find out that you're listening to a radio station and then they have to like remove some of the words.
Oh yes, we do the pan.
TV.
Pan, you censor a
They
whole
just
lot.
censor, yes.
Exactly.
Yes, you
And
censor a whole lot in
sometimes when you're
Nigerian music right
playing
now,
a particular music
generally.
video, and when they want to say a particular word, it goes.
But do you
know?
do you
lot
think
of songs-
censoring is enough? Because you find out that people still go behind to download those songs, and
Oh, yes,
downloading
we have the
it is
radio
not
edit.
censored.
So I think the cleansing work should start from the
music
artist.
artist, yes.
Okay,
I feel they should
okay.
have a meeting and call.
I'm not, on the flip side, I am not trying to, glorify whatever it is that they're doing, because yes, it is kind of definitely wrong for you to, be polluting the air anyhow. Be putting out stuff that shouldn't be. But still, when you mention the role model thing, I think it's kind of relative, because I tell people that when I'm in conversations like this, I tell them that please make sure your children are not seeing some of these things, because you can't really say, this celebrity is my role model. No. With the kind of news that we hear these days, you have to be very careful. Make sure that whosoever it is that you want your child to be your child's role model should probably be you, or maybe legends like our show legends.
I know, but let's not forget the part where peer pressure comes in. You can't always be with your child 24/7. They will go to school.
Yeah.
They will make friends.
Yeah.
So
and they have conversations about
in
this
as
video.
much as the training has to start from the home. You have to know the kind of child you have. You have
Yes.
to, train them to, let them know what is right, let them know what is wrong. But still, the choice is still in their hands.
I know someone that she asked me, okay, where are you working? And I'm like, High Impact TV. She says, I hope you people don't play all those kind of, because she has actually been looking for a channel that her children, because recently she told me that for over 3 months now, she has not allowed her children to watch TV.
Wow.
That what she does is put them in the room and give them
Again,
games.
we have to thank God that we are setting that pace.
Yes,
because we are
securing the
putting out
future.
right content
I
and
was
securing
just
the
going to
future.
say that I hope you told her that we are securing
Of course,
the
I
future.
did. I
I would like us to chorus this thing that we always say, Nigeria's first full HD
full
TV.
HD, and
Okay,
not just full HD.
No, let's do this.
Let's do it
way.
together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
We are the first Nigerians.
Wait, let's rehearse again.
Okay, we'll do it like this. Be like, we are Nigeria's first full
HD television
TV.
station in Nigeria.
Okay, so let's
Wait,
go.
full HD TV or full television? Let's pick
First
a...
full HD TV station in Nigeria.
Let's do it.
Okay. So
Who's
now,
counting down?
I'll count down.
Direct.
1, 2, let's go.
We are the first
full HD TV station in Nigeria. And we are here to secure the future.
Yes, we secure
Yes.
the future.
That is one major important
Very
thing.
important.
Yes. Because I can imagine growing up and then I don't have to watch TV. Do you understand how it can be? And I get her point, because there are lots of things that they would watch, and these children, in one way or the other, it sticks in their minds.
Okay, I was
Yes.
on the internet like very recently, and I saw a lot of things that kids were saying right now that you dare not say while you were growing up. You carry a lot of lewd words. I'm like, who is the parent of this child?
And they
Where are
gladly post
you?
it.
I'm like, why would you post something like this? This is ridiculous.
I'm telling you.
With the music industry, sometimes it's a whole lot. When you see some of the
It's
videos,
a whole
the
lot.
video
And the
content that
reason
they
is
put out.
because
Do you know at
music is
times actually?
powerful.
Yes. At times you can
Music
actually
is life.
powerful.
Generally, music is
said
life.
it all, I'm
There is
telling you.
nothing you do right now that you don't listen to music. You might not even be listening. You can be humming. You're making sounds. Anything you listen to is sound. It is music. And then your radio every day. See, sometimes there's something that happened to me very recently. I wasn't paying attention to this song that was always playing on radio. Then one day I was going somewhere and I started singing the song with the lewd lyrics and stuff.
Sometimes it's an unconscious thing. Because you hear, maybe you're passing and then the song is blasting, the song is playing, and then you're like, I'm not listening. And then you're probably washing your clothes or doing your laundry, and then, you start singing.
You start,
Where did I hear this song from? And you're like,
Even after hearing yourself, you're not going to
and you're like, oh, I was was actually unconsciously paying
attention to the song. That's just it. That is how music creeps on you.
Exactly.
Sometimes you might just be on your way to work, you might be anywhere, and then these songs are playing on the radio. And radio stations know how to do that thing. They play songs every day. You will unconsciously sing it in a place where you shouldn't. And
Exactly.
imagine children that are going to school, in the school bus. They put on the radio and then you're doing, they would start singing it.
Another thing I've noticed is that, okay, they've put it out there. They've put these videos, they've put the songs out there so much that now we are beginning to accept them for who they are. Because you find out that most of these music artists that actually do nonsense videos or it pains me a lot. Funny enough, they might have something sensible to say in that song, but then the whole video is just, you know, it's not even getting the attention
of
it is totally out of it. And then you still have people
point.
stand and say, yes, I'm a fan of that. They
I
still
like
want
it.
to watch.
See, some of them even fight. You go to what? See, I
And
go
the
for
social media
some
pages,
series.
series of, and you're like, are you really fighting over this?
This
artist?
same human being
Are
that
you
know.
actually fighting over this particular topic, and you're like, something is
I go
definitely
to
wrong.
events, concerts, tours and stuff, and then I see a lot of a lot of people come out to support these musicians. Yes, and then a lot of fights that break out over the most insensitive thing ever, and you're like, wait a minute, what exactly are you talking about? This lyric in this song. That is why you are angry. Really? It's really alarming right now.
This way, I actually have to talk about how impressed I am about some particular artists.
Oh, yes.
You know, and honestly,
yes.
if you ask even a primary school child, you know, who is decent in terms of music videos, in terms of his lyrics, in terms of the way how brilliant, you know, what's that word I'm looking for now? The way he presents
his
compositions
and stuff. Yes.
You have fouls. You have a fouls is.
I was gonna say, girl.
One on my
really
list would be
fouls.
Adekule Gold. Now look at Damn Delilah. Look at how we portrayed it.
Damn Delilah. Of all the videos, are you sure that's the right example?
I want to let me not give you the point. Now, you know, if there were to be some other artists, it would be like nude scenes or things that shouldn't be out there.
But then there was still some. It was decent at some point. But I don't think
you were going to sell Adekule Gold.
I do not think I'm going to totally agree with that.
Okay.
Because there are some scenes in that video that you can't sit a child down to explain that, okay, this is what he's trying to portray. Or this is what
he was able to interpret it in a very simple way.
You know, there was something
the D word is even wrong.
See, I know that, you know, to an extent there were some things that shouldn't have been there. But let's say the truth right now. Compared to the way some other artists would have interpreted this particular song.
Okay, now talking about
giving that
artists.
If you were
let me chip in something. Oh, wait. Let me chip in something. If you were going to sell Adekule Gold to me right now, you have done a very terrible job. Because Damn Delilah, come on, you didn't even call. I would have even said Sade Ire. Okay, out of his new album, Fame. Or any of those songs.
Oh, there's one. Okay, fine. I didn't sell him well to you, right? But I'll surrender.
Okay,
fine.
Did you?
Situation.
But did you? There was something an OAP, an on-air personality, mentioned recently about music videos. Apparently, they invited. I think a music artist won an award for acting. He acted in another movie and he got an award for that. And introducing after he got the award, the on-air personality goes that, okay, I could also have irresponsible girls, you know. I want to get famous so I could have irresponsible girls dance all over around me. Now, that came out wrong because he had so many people talking on social media platforms. Yes, on Instagram, on Facebook.
That is ridiculous.
Yes,
Okay,
him
wait,
mentioning that.
wait.
No, hold on. He mentioning that irresponsible girls dance around him. I understand that that term he used was wrong.
Really
but
wrong.
then
He
that
was
was
right in a way.
that is the point.
I'm
That's
sorry.
the point
You
I'm
should-
trying
I'm
to drive
sorry.
at. No, using that
two
word.
sides to it.
Okay, now let's look at it. The word he used, fine, we agree that is
Was
wrong. He
You
shouldn't
put
have
it
said
a better way.
There are other ways to say it aside using the irresponsible
Irresponsible,
girls. You
okay,
understand?
okay.
But then my point is, he's actually right. When you watch these music videos, I mean, there are ways you can interpret a song aside some ladies coming and shaking.
I don't want to be defensive right now.
Let me place my focus on you now.
Oh, okay, your focus.
Okay.
Plays your
You know that you've been going for the behind the scenes and all.
Yeah.
Sometimes these dancers, is it dancers they called it? Dancers actually do not portray themselves as responsible.
You know what's painful? You know what is painful? See, what you're talking about is not even painful. The fact that they're not portraying themselves responsible. What is really painful is some of them don't get paid. Oh yes, is that newsflash?
you hear ridiculous amounts like
Some no. You said ridiculous amount. I am talking about not
even getting paid at all.
Naira.
At all.
Some of them actually. See, I have been to.
And
a lot
was
of
that
these
the
things and then-
agreement before they decided
is.
to?
it is
Some of them
probably
actually
for the
come.
fame.
Yes,
You know,
some of them
I
actually
just
come and
okay
tell
now.
them and be like,
Yes.
I just want to do this.
Okay,
Please,
so
can
they're
you
not even being
put me
professional about it in the
your
first
music
place.
video? Only those that have only those that have professional agencies like Kathy and all of those people are the ones that get paid. Or all these models, not necessarily dancers and all, are the ones that get paid. But you see the extras that you see.
It's just to appear. Okay, now I appeared in one of Wizkid music video, and then they can post it on their Instagram and.
Do you understand?
In their mind, they are also
Oh, your
famous.
bio it goes like I'm a model, I'm a dancer, and all
And
of
then
that.
they use the word that
Weezy.
I have blown.
You know, in as much
don't
as we've been dwelling on the music industry, let's not forget that it's not only the movie industry and the music industry that we have. We have the fashion part of it, and we have comedy. What can you say about comedy?
Talking about comedy, no, I think comedians are actually coming up. And like you mentioned earlier, that music has a way of appealing to you.
Yeah.
Now, most of these comedians have decided, they've put in music into
Oh, I only know one person that has really infused music perfectly into his craft. Kenny Black. Amazing.
I was just about to mention
his voice
his name.
is purely good, and he is so creative. He does covers the songs in an irregular way, you know.
That's one out of how many? Because most of these
lot.
comedians are they actually use words they're not supposed to use.
That
little kids
what I
are
like
not supposed to listen to or even know.
Just to crack jokes.
What I don't even like is the fact that they have to attack you before they can actually make their joke.
I was going to ask, do you need to insult me before your joke would be fun? Because you realize that most of their jokes, they're actually throwing shades at someone. Imagine going for a show and then you have... I've seen one of Kenny Black's video where he actually threw shades at
They throw a lot. See, I get that sometimes.
A two-face, and you know, you can't do anything. You can't even attack them. That is their job.
To receive that type of shade, you have to be a matured person. You have to be a mature person. The person you mentioned that he threw shades at now, he has been there. Do you know how many shades they've done?
Sometimes some of these people don't take it, especially if you are talking to somebody that is high and mighty. The kind of way they deal with you, you know, after you've thrown shades and what I don't get is why must you throw jabs at me because you want to make it
laugh.
I understand that sometimes they're being satirical, like, you know, they want to pass a message across to probably the government, the society, or people. I get your point, but come on, there are ways at which you can actually do, you know, this comedy, I will laugh, ha ha ha, but then I won't be insulted.
Now, talking about comedy now, we are not just looking at people performing on stage. Let's look at social media platforms also. You know, a lot of people, and in the aspect of trying to make people laugh, there are some people that come. I've seen recent videos like, okay, what are you trying to do? You're trying to make me smile, but then it's so boring.
Some people are very
Yeah,
dry.
sometimes I have
Deal.
to actually, and when
Everyone wants to be famous for something.
You're like, okay, so I actually wasted, number one, my time.
1 minute.
I wasted my MB
Energy.
to listen on, not even to listen, to watch this joke. And I want to just
You know,
cry.
there's a particular one on Instagram that once I just hear, hello everybody, I want to hear what he has to say. Do you understand? He's always ranting about something. Especially Sunday rants.
Sunday,
Oh, no, Brashego, something
Okay.
just happened right now. I always look forward to the
I'm always
next thing he
looking
has to
forward to the
say.
next thing he
But
has
then
to
there are
say.
some that, okay, it might be funny to you, but to me,
Some
I'm
people
like,
might not
okay.
get. I was going to say that I've spoken. We've had this conversation I think it was in the office when we're
Okay.
talking about which Instagram comedian do you find funny. And then I realized that a lot of us were talking about different people. You might actually talk about Maraj, and I'm like, okay. And you might talk about this person,
Someone
I'm
else,
like, oh yeah, he's funny. And I realized that, you see, when you're trying to reach across to different audiences, you need to perfect your craft, like we talked about in the movie. You need to, you know,
perfect it.
have your niche and perfect it. And don't just be everywhere, because now I see that all of them are just...
And the fact that they even repeat and steal jokes and repeat and...
Oh,
I've
and
heard this
stealing of
before,
jokes, there is
I can relate
belittle
to
women
this.
a
The
lot.
stealing of
And
jokes
yes,
is...
That is
belittle
another aspect. The
women.
belittle women, they just...
Most times.
They just
most
talk
times.
and-
Talking about belittling women, there was this comedian, I will not mention his name, after a very popular award, I think it was this year or last year or thereabouts, there was this comedian was talking about this woman that is a musical artist. She won an award for something like that. She's an amazing singer. And then he went on to his Instagram or Twitter page to comment and
To try
say,
to be funny.
he said something that was really derogatory. He said she
Wow.
did some things before she could win that award.
Wow.
That is very
And that
painful.
didn't sound right here.
I felt his career, you know.
Okay. We could go on and on about comedy also, but because our time is fast spent, let's talk about fashion
Okay.
in the entertainment industry now, spanning from movies to music videos. What do you think about the fashion sense?
First off, I must say you guys look so amazing. Big
Thank
shout out to our
you.
stylist.
Yes.
Our in-house stylists are really amazing. And the fashion industry is changing, and it is so amazing. Do you see the outfits that they show up in events?
And
Yes.
aside that, I think even the fashion industry has helped people as individuals. You find out that, okay, this person wasn't looking like this as at last year. And this year, okay, there's something better. Either the way you combine colors or your jewelries or your hair, you find out that this person actually looks
step
better.
up their game.
And this can be as a result of probably watching fashion shows, attending one. You know, I attended one fashion event recently.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you do not want to believe what these designers use
Together.
Ankara. You know, normally you pick up a piece of Ankara and then you just sew maybe skirt and blouse or a skirt
or
like
gown
this
or
or a dress.
something, yeah.
But then that went beyond the dress.
Regular outfits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine having a shirt, like corporate shirt and some parts of Ankara on it, wearing shorts, Ankara shorts. Even it goes as far as even shoes. Designing shoes.
Yes.
You know,
Some
that
of them have
event.
custom made shoes for themselves. It goes there's one thing I always tell people before we talk about fashion and all, we must also talk about the stylist. It
The
is not
stylist.
just the
Yes.
designers.
Okay.
The stylists are the ones that, you know, put
You
together all
know,
of
we
these
might
things,
have to
you know.
take this conversation, you know, between after the show, because the time is fast spent. But thank you, Omobade, for joining us, because you know,
I am
you've been
so grateful.
amazing. Yes,
And she added that energy and spice.
Yes. You know, but before we wrap up the show, we have to apologize on the behalf of Iyabo Ojo
We could
not
once
make
again,
it.
because she actually sent in an apology that, you know, she couldn't be on the show today.
Yeah.
And, you know, due to reasons that we have, you know,
We've
explained earlier,
explained,
she had
yeah.
to shoot you very
Very
early this
late.
morning.
Yeah.
Yes, so
Till this morning.
please.
And we
Hopefully,
actually hope
we'll have
that
her some other time.
she can, yes, she can be on
Yes,
the show some
yes.
other time.
All right. So it's, you know,
Talking about the fashion, I wanted to add this before we go.
Okay.
Now, I'm talking on behalf of plus size ladies. I need to know, your models, do they have to just be skinny men, you know? Do they have to be slim?
Tables.
No, I'm just saying, because most of the models,
You are not going to shake tables.
Just you would
sip
do this
some tea,
to me,
girl.
actually. No,
You need to sip some tea.
Is that why you
Cheers.
See what
you
you
need
people
to
are
take
trying
that
to do
tea
to
and
me.
see.
Okay, fine, no problem. I will, no problem. Why I still insist. I still insist that, why don't you also have, you know, plus size ladies?
You are
on the
not going to
runway
shake
also.
tables.
I'm
You
not
are
shaking
not.
tables. I just need
But
to know.
I must say, it has been, you know, an amazing show.
Yes, I
You know,
really enjoyed it.
and I really do hope that if any artist is watching, they've been able to get the style we want.
Especially
We don't want
upcoming
nude
ones.
scenes. Yes. We don't want the curse words. You can be decent and give us quality and good music. And trust me, you will blow.
And put time into creating music. Don't just go to the studio and do shabalaba.
You know, at times I actually feel I can walk into the studio and sing and now
You can walk into the way we see.
Okay. We can go on and on. Trust me, we can go on and on. But we have to close this show. So painful. I wish we could continue.
know,
like
right?
next time. Okay.
I think I need to talk to the producer. Tea or coffee to 10:30.
Okay. It's on this note that we wrap up the show. Join us same time, same station next week Monday for another exciting and educative episode of Tea or Coffee. My name remains Budikwe Jacob.
And I am Bura Olakwepola.
And
I am Omobaladi Oladipo. Thank you.
thank you very
God
much.
it's Friday.
Enjoy your weekend. Bye.